What's up, Virgo? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting October 20th, 2025. Virgo, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. The deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals, just going to shuffle and cleanse the energies here from Dawn Leo's messages for the week. And we're about to see what is coming up, what is in store for you, Virgo. All right, give me all the messages here for Virgo. What can I tell Virgo? Can Virgo expect this week? What is the energy surrounding Virgo? Oops. Okay. All right. Hold that lead, Philly. Damn you. Eagles are playing. All right. Just scored a touchdown. Anyway, energy's here for Virgo. Let's cut the deck and begin your messages. Again, I'm not reading reversals here, Virgo. So the first card of energy for you, we're going to start off with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is taking charge, actions and decisions. Now, because, most decks that I use, the Knight is usually faced in the back. Whether or not you move forward this week, Virgo, for anything that's related to your past, it doesn't really matter. This is you having to definitely use your analytical mind, not allowing your emotions to trip you up in terms of whatever actions or decisions you're about to do. Following that, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the type of energy where you could be having new conversations with new people, could be new conversations that you have with existing people. I normally read the Page of Swords as first actions and first moves. Also, information. It could be a volume of information. However you, obtain your, your daily news. Could be watching TV. Getting your reports from, social media, could be reading a newspaper. That's all. And also, too, the Page of Swords is read by me that there could be someone who has taken up some sort of newly interest in you. They could be checking you out through social media. These people can be your friends. They could be your coworkers. They could be your neighbor. Now, if we should happen to get the Seven of Cups or the Moon that is drawn in your spread, these people may come forward and reveal their intentions, but right now they're lurking in the background, just checking you out. Now we have the Eight of Swords here for you, Virgo. She's wrapped around, she's actually surrounded by the swords, but she's blindfolded. You can see yourself out of any situation, no matter how bad it is. This card typically worries, it involves worry. It involves anxiety. It involves, nervousness, tension. Could be outbursts, lack of sleep. But also, to the trick side to this Eight of Swords that I always caution you guys about is to not allow yourself to, because so far you drawn all swords cards. These are mental energies. Not allowing yourself to infiltrate your mind, with things that are unnecessary. If it's involving a person, if it's involving a situation, if it's involving an event, and you're placing an end time to those things, then, you're doing yourself a disservice, because it may not even, if it does come to you, it may not even turn out the way that you're, thinking about it in your mind, or if it comes at all right? But if you are, the Virgo that I'm reading for this week, and you happen to be dealing with the Eight of Swords, try to reduce as much conflicting energy as you possibly can, all right? You don't want this energy to linger, because if you don't do anything about it, then it just leads to the Nine of Swords energy, which is much worse. I also, too, get a break in communication that could be taking place with, family members, friends, romantic partners, whether or not they're near or far. Up next now, the whole line is swords. So this is a mental week for you, Virgo. Feeling like you're at a crossroads here, having to make a choice or a decision. Well, the decision is right here. Since it's the Page of Swords, it only represents one sword, so you're going to figure it out. This is my same-sex loving energy here, but the most simplest thing that I always assign to the Two of Swords is that you could be out and about roaming, and there's some sort of construction or something going on, and you're getting rerouted to go a different way. All right, so having to make a choice two things may be presented, but you already here with the Page of Swords making that choice. Now we move into your own energies. Queen of Pentacles wants to show up here. Queen of Pentacles represents the boss in the workplace environment and represents the creditors. It can represent, for any Virgo that I'm reading for, in terms of opportunity of a promotion, could be a job offer, could be anything related to business. It could be that how people see you in terms of your credibility, your accountability, your your good money handling, never coming across stingy or selfish, always willing to, lend a helping hand, doesn't always have to relate to finances. So it would be a good week to ask the boss for any favors and apply for credit. Okay. All right. So following the Queen of Pentacles here, did I mention pay raises? Yeah. Promotions, pay raises, bonus money, all of that falls underneath the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is, of course, the father of all love. With the big heart there, he's loving, nurturing, caring, supportive, but he's also here to help you with your intuition. So definitely, Virgo, pay attention to your intuition to make sure that you are always making the right choices for yourself moving forward. King of Cups, of course, would represent, like masculine, older male energy. So it could be your husband, your boyfriend, your uncle, your brother, older brother. It could be your father, grandfather, and so forth. Or it could be any Virgo male that comes to see the video. This is you. Okay, we're talking about you being very, loving, supportive, nurturing, definitely caring. All right. And then, the King of Cups is in a group of cards where I always talk about that. If you receive it in your spread, then you may already be receiving that energy from those people who are near and dear to you. And then the King of Cups also to conform and bring together platonic relationships as well as romantic partnerships. Up next, now we got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, you could be receiving a gift, Virgo, this week, or you could be giving someone a gift, but this still would indicate a moderate pay raise, or it could be in the form of an apology from anyone who may have handed you some slight in the recent past. All right, that's the Six of Pentacles. Up next, now we have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups here. You can see the couple there. They obviously have gotten married. So, of course, I always talk about someone could be getting married here with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups just represents a form of celebration. Invites out to parties and whatnot. Even number of cups, the energy of what you give is what you're going to get back. So yeah, celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, could be weddings, invites to parties. It mirrors over here to the King of Cups, the family man, and also to the the Ten of Cups is in the group with that king when it comes to the extension of energy that you may already be receiving from those that are near and dear. On top of the Queen of Pentacles here for you, Virgo, we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right. Money is strong here in this suit. So this is you paying attention to the details of your work. Definitely would mean a promotion, job offer, could be pay raise or bonus money. But I normally take the Eight of Pentacles and you can branch that energy out into any other area that's going on in terms of an opportunity that may present itself. On top of the King of Cups here for you now, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, okay, definitely there's some sort of relationship that's forming or about to form here. The Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. Knight of Wands is usually regarded by me as family members, friends, romantic partners coming in to assist you, giving you some sort of help. And then once the help is, achieved, then they usually exit just as quickly as they come forward. But the presence of the Knight of Wands is indicative of a possible rapid relationship, new relationship that's about to form. Again, romantic, platonic. In an instance of things intensifying, building up, heating up, that would be the Knight of Wands. Very passionate, or the passion is climbing higher. He's a core card. He can express himself in a sexual manner. Usually is, damn positive. But I do feel that there's some sort of new relationship that's going to be formed here with a Virgo that I'm reading for. Now, it may not be romantic, it could be platonic, but I do feel the significance of a new relationship about to take place. All right, so following that, and then the fact that the Page of Swords is over top of that energy, where I said that new conversations could be taking place with new individuals that you may meet. Six of Pentacles, now we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords here is always that type of energy where you have already disconnected your energies from family, could be friends, could be distancing yourself from, it could be ex-romantic partners. They may not physically be around you, but there's always, when the Seven of Swords shows up here, Virgos, that residual stuff that's always lingering. You know what I mean? But because it does show up here, it's an opportunity for a reapproach. So if they do approach you or reapproach you, just know that they are still dealing with chaotic energies. They have not resolved anything conflicting. They're just going to create more stuff for you that you don't want to be dealing with or be bothered with. So use your best judgment here if in fact someone that you had cut your energies away from or off from, they show back up here. It's never a good thing. If it is not that energy that you experienced this week, Virgo, it could be that material things come back to you that you thought you lost, misplaced, put down, and forgotten about, okay? On the Ten of Cups, your last card of the reading is the Knight of Cups. There we go. Knight of Cups, yeah. So, yeah, like I said earlier, there's a relationship, a new relationship that's about to be formed here, whether it's romantic or platonic. And the choice here could be two people, all right? You have to narrow that choice down to one. It may be related to someone that you have dealt with in the past, since the Knight here. Knight of Swords is looking back here, and that could be a decision or an action you take from your past related to a relationship, but it could be almost anything. I'm just throwing something together here for you. The Knight of Cups here could definitely mean, for those Virgos who are already in well-established relationships, you are definitely getting out of what you are putting into that relationship. And then also, too, it could be in the form of a job offer. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Virgo. Keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Always take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have an excellent week ahead. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.